Welcome to Drive Time. Rob and Jenna with you. And finally, Jenna, the stage is set for Super Bowl 50. We've got about 2 weeks of build-up, but what a conference championship Sunday. Starting off with one more battle between Manning and Brady, and who'd have thunk it? But maybe in his last one, Peyton Manning gets the upper hand.
The least likely, I think, of all conference championships that Peyton Manning was going to win. I said it before last week that this Broncos team truly needed the game of its collective life, and boy, did it go out there and deliver. But Peyton, too, we got to give him some credit. Of course, earlier in the season, he was a glorified clipboard holder, but he was able to go out there and didn't turn the ball over. He was able to go out there and do what he needed to do and lead this team to yet another Super Bowl there. You got to give a ton of credit, though, to that Broncos defense. All the hype right now leading up to this game is going to be all about Peyton Manning taking on Cam Newton. Peyton Manning's going to get a lot of credit for this game, but that Broncos defense is what truly stole the show.
Oh, yeah, Peyton Manning didn't necessarily go out there and win it, but the big thing was he didn't lose it. Look, a month ago, he was a backup quarterback. You wondered if he would ever take a snap in the National Football League again. He got his team back a couple of weeks ago and made just enough throws, really in the first quarter, to make it stand up for a Broncos defense that was just ferocious. And dare I say, by the end of the game, Tom Brady looked a little deflated.
Absolutely. I mean, he just was not able to survey the field at all to be able to make those elite-level throws that we see him make. A lot of credit goes to Von Miller there for that. 2.5 sacks for that game. There's some guys that go through a regular season, and don't even get that number of sacks. So credit that defense. And while we're on the subject of pass rush, how about that Carolina Panthers pass rush?
They were phenomenal, and I'm sure Carson Palmer never wants to see them again. 6 turnovers in the game, not ready for the big stage, but those Panthers have passed every test. Look, they're the best team in the National Football League. No question. They've shown it. They've proved it. And they've proved it week in, week out. And if somehow Peyton Manning's not going to go out a Super Bowl loser, that's an awfully big hurdle to overcome.
And you look at this team, and I've got to say, Carolina Panthers, the most consistent team that we've seen all season, and also the most complete team. Although on paper, I wouldn't have thought that, because it looked like going into the season, especially without Kelvin Benjamin, who was Cam's favorite red zone target, it didn't look like they had any weapons there. But tell you what, Cam Newton made stars out of his no-name receivers there, got healthy at the right time, too, at the running back position, and I really do think it's Carolina's to lose.
The Super Bowl champion is usually the team that you watch over the course of a season that gets better every single week. And of all the teams that were left, the Carolina Panthers are really the only one that can make that claim.
And just a complete annihilation, too. When you look at the margin of victory for that game, that's a historically large margin there. The way they were able to just completely annihilate the Arizona Cardinals, they didn't even have a chance in that game.
Well, there's 2 weeks till the Super Bowl. That gives Wade Phillips, who painted a masterpiece as the Broncos defensive coordinator, 2 weeks to try and come up with a way to stop Cam Newton. Maybe that's the only thing the Broncos have in their favor right now.
Give him 2 weeks. Also give 2 weeks to Peyton Manning. That's 2 weeks, even more time to rest. And you know that guy. You know the way he studies film. I can't completely count him out. And I know that, he has been on the losing end of things in a Super Bowl. I actually covered him when he lost the Super Bowl to the New Orleans Saints a few years ago. So I know, though, that is a guy that he is going to show up. I know he's in the building already, and we know that he is breaking down a ton of film right now in the Carolina Panthers. You can't count him out. I just wonder, though, will his body cooperate?
For more on Super Bowl 50, just listen to me and Jenna Monday through Friday on AM 1040, 3 to 6 p.m., or watch us right here live on www.sportstalkflorida.com.